clears down the right. Get Rodber on the end of it, not this time. Doyle collects on this near side. Mason Plask to stab it through it. Deception by Luke Pagnell. Ford pushing the back by blows. Referee says nothing doing. Ford takes it past Doyle. Now taking on Sam McGeary. Couldn't find the ball through Adam Miles. Ahmed. Now Shepherd was a real difference maker in the opposite game between these two sides earlier in the season. Ford's throw. Sam McGeary trying to pass on Harry, the striker from behind. Gets the tackle in. Ford tries to keep it in. Ben Shepherd. It's past Shakuna. Pryke. Just trying to Ahmed. Lunge in on Mo Ahmed by Harry Chesterton, coming to the end of his first full season in adult football. Now play for a throw down the line. Newport forced back into their own half. Good pressure from United. Sage. Adam Pryke slips the ball into the United back line. Miles ensures it goes no further. Declan Duggan rolls it out. So McGeary. Doyle, his first season as United captain, drawing to a close. Here's Blowers. He joined the club just prior to the first meeting with Rothwell. Those two games were certainly highlights for the Red and Greens. Doyle floats it left. Chesterton tracks back to receive as the gleaming sun sets beyond the railway. Chesterton. Morgan, his first start. Dispossessed from behind by Lewis Wilson. Thrown in front of the Swans dugouts. Launched upfield to Hall. First time crossed by Albie Hall. It connected with the back there of Jake Watkinson. Momentarily lost by Duggan, but United able to gobble up the seconds. Doyle. Rubber forced over from behind by Luke Pagnell. United have a free kick on the halfway line. They're looking to play it through for Charlie Morgan. Out comes the goalkeeper and a swift boot away. Prevents an effort at goal. It bounces to his opposite number one, Declan Duggan. And United will start again. Victory for Newport Pagnell in their game in hand over 4th place Wellingborough would seal 3rd place in the table. Coventry United can be finishing at 8th place. It's a curling effort from the boot of Ben Shepherd. Had Duggan thinking for a moment. If you offered Coventry United 8th place at the start of the season, they would have ripped your hand off to get to it. As we said in the opener, Coventry United this season just wanted to survive. On the pitch, stay up, off the pitch, keep going. It really was a dire situation for United at the start of the year. No players signed on, no money, no chairman. But here we are, 9 months later, still here, still fighting. Looking to push on next year. Ball from the back from the goalkeeper Conway. It had put Albie Hall through, puts it wide anyway, but the flag was raised well in advance. There's a big game going on up in Lancashire tonight. Coventry City in a real playoff 6-pointer against Blackburn Rovers. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on in that game and around the professional leagues tonight. Manchester City playing Bayern Munich in the Champions League, as well as Inter Milan versus Benfica. So McGeary's a Platz. There's a blue triangle there, surrounded by blue shirts. Actually crowded out and pushed the ball over to Wilson. Deflected out off the boot of Charlie Morgan. And throwing in front of the dugouts on the far side of the field. And there has been an early goal in the Championship, and it's good news for the Sky Blues. Preston are losing at Swansea. Ahmed doing well to shield possession from Asad Senwagiri and turns his man. He runs into Charlie Morgan. Wilson. Shakuna couldn't find the blue shirt. Narwhal dragged down as he gets the ball away to the Devoyle. Referee says advantage. Clipped over by blowers to Mason Platt. Should keep it in on this near side and does. He thinks it should be a corner there, but in reality he scuffed the cross. So he's got to take on Luke Pagnell. And for a goal kick. Super Sim tuned in. Welcome to the show, Sim. Supporting Newport Pagnell this evening. I'll say best of luck to everyone at Newport Pagnell Town in their second FA Vars final in 2 years on the 21st of May. A brilliant save from Declan Duggan, preventing Newport Pagnell from taking the lead early on. Senwagiri up to Platts. Devoyle wants it to feed. He has to get to him first. It's off Pagnell very well. Devoyle floats it up. Running back where it came from by Sage with the pressure from Sam Rodber. Shepherd goes home with the goalkeeper Martin Conway. Didn't start Saturday's win over Roughwell. There's Dan Willett between the six that day. Kept a clean sheet too, and a 3-0 victory over Roughwell, who have been relegated to Step 6. Pagnell along the left touchline. Here's Ben Ford. Quick into play with Albie Hall helping Newport on their way. Shakuna. Across to Lewis Wilson. You step over to try and find a route past Chesterton. Ahmed. Flicked on beautifully. Wilson took it too close to Declan Duggan. In fact, Duggan just slid towards Wilson to feign intervention. Wilson just took it past him. Early signal of intent from Newport Pagnell Town. Another goal in the Championship and a surprise goal. QPR 1, Norwich City 0. Norwich very much outsiders in the playoff race. QPR looking to stay up. Coventry City winning their 3-0 at the weekend. So McGeary going to push on from the back line. Rodber playing more of a central role this evening. Forcing the clearance from Sage. Hooks it out on this near side, just about level with that penalty area. So McGeary will play ball boy. So McGeary looking for options. The best one is Platts. Takes it into the corner. Cross put in. Now took a touch on the way through. Took the spin off it. But it's easy pickings for Martin Conway. At the near post. Rolled out with Shakuna. Floats it over the back line for Jake Watkinson. Ahmed's up there with him. Watkinson going for goal. Deflected behind off the foot of Adam Miles for a Newport corner. 10 minutes gone here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 0, Newport Pagnell Town 0. Another goal in the Championship to tell you about. Watford lead at home to Cardiff. Ismail Assar with the goal there. Well, it's just about in the playoff race. It's a low drive to Albie Hall. And an aimless cross really floats straight through the penalty area and out for a goal kick. The majority of clubs ending their season on Saturday. For some reason, we don't know why, Coventry United will be playing no more football this season after today. The last game of the campaign to be played on a Wednesday. First time we've played a midweek final game of the season, I believe, since the 2015-16 season, where Coventry United won the Midland League Division 1 title. The last game there, I believe, was on a Thursday. Then Coventry United had to play 3 times a week for a month to fulfil their fixtures. 4 weeks, 12 games. It's been a similar schedule this week, with games on Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Pagnell from the far side of the field. Adam Pryke with ball in hand in front of the United dugouts. Launches it up, nodded up by Charlie Morgan. For an option, and Devoyle swinging and miss, but luckily for him he was caught from behind by Lewis Wilson. Free kick to the Red and Greens. We were only in a slight bit of green tonight. As we said, the red shorts are back out and green socks utilised by the Red and Greens. Morgan blocked off from that goal kick. Pryke gets his head in it. Shepherd beats Morgan mid-air. Wilson. Almost too hot to handle for Shepherd. And then Chesterton to close in, but Shepherd away. Hall will give chase. Miles should get there first and shield it into touch. Over the line it goes. Throw into Coventry United deep into their own backyard. However, they can ill afford to make a mistake here. Newport with the early running. Around 13 minutes. Just waiting for their opportunity. Waiting for that right time to pounce on the Swans. And Narwhal this time with his leg tucked out mid-air by his opposite number 8, Ben Shepherd. Quick free kick taken by Chesterton to Callum Swain, an unfamiliar centre-back position in the last couple of matches. Miles across to Senwagiri. Narwhal. Chesterton can get running down the left. Morgan making the run, as is Platt. Oh, it looked like a perfect ball, but it hit the heel of Platt, who makes his apologies. Clearance brought to feet by Adam Miles in the defence for Coventry United. Swain, now Chesterton. Rodber, the overlap being made by Devoyle. Slipped through for Ollie Devoyle. He's beaten the offside trap. The deflection, for a moment it was going to take it past Conway. But the Swans number 1 holds on. Pennell. Ben Ford. Hall's going to chase. United confident in bringing that one back. Shepherded back to the goalkeeper by Adam Martin. Duggan immediately gets United back on the front foot. Chesterton. Morgan wants it, Morgan gets it. Mason Platt skips away from Shepherd. Lodges it into the area, brought down by Devoyle. Can he turn and shoot? No, he can't. Fancy the intervention from behind of Ben Ford. And it's hooked out on that far side for a United throw level with the penalty area. Goodney asking who's on the bench for Newport. We'll let you know that in just a second after this passage of play expires. End-to-end stuff here at the Bucks Park. Yeah, we will tell you the team news now. Gunny, once again, for anyone listening, or the benches at least. Dan Willett, Alfie Powell, Kieran Barnes, Lucas Bailey and Aaron Pike are on the bench. And for Coventry United, Sammy Mazaffa, Jared Bradshaw, Mitch Mollison, Rory O'Boyle and Joseph Aganbiade. Battle on that far side of the field. Who will be first? The seconds. It's Callum Swain. A little shove in the back by Watkinson. Referees has nothing doing as Declan Duggan plays it safe and launches it out, going to the left. Throws to Nathan Shikuna. Sage returns Shikuna, but too hot to handle. Narwhal cushions it for Rolly Devoyle. Now with Joe Blowers. He's had some special moments this season. Tried to return to the ball, but it slips behind him. Senwagiri will get there, as Ford wasn't expecting it either. Narwhal. Miles will send it home with Duggan. Crossfield ball for Chesterton. Platts. They're flicking on for Charlie Morgan, but didn't get the necessary swaz on it to send it upfield. Out for a throw. 15 minutes gone here on CUTV. Coventry United 0, Newport Pagnell Town 0. There's definitely goals in this game. And there was goals in the last meeting between these two sides a couple of months ago. United 3-0 down, fought back to 3-2. 2 goals from Joe Blowers. Ford. Shepherd, one of the goal scorers that day. Sage receives it from Pennell. It's back to Luke Pennell. Shepherd receives from Ford. Bit of keep away in the midfield for Newport Pagnell. Now they strike. Ford receives from Pagnell down the left. Ford's delivery, and it is brought down by Declan Duggan. That's where his height advantage really comes into play. Narwhal. Senwagiri strides away from Ford. He needs an option through the middle. Or does he? He's still going. And he looked to poke it through for Morgan, who wasn't ready to make the run. And it is collected by Conway. Senwagiri, unfortunately not available for Coventry United for the majority of the season. He is available in the opening months and the closing month due to having a holiday from university, but he doesn't stay in the city during term time. It's a real shame. United would love to have Senwagiri full time. He's won several Man of the Match awards in his last 4 appearances. Came back to the club for the Histon match and has been an ever-present since. Miles. Here's Declan Duggan. To Senwagiri. Back to Duggan. Miles, Chesterton along the left-hand side. Dummies Wilson. Now Blowers thought about the switch to Senwagiri, but plays it safe. Back to Duggan. No silly errors needed from Coventry United. Swain put in a good performance on Monday night. Miles to Chesterton. Rodber, who missed the Oadby game due to injury. Devoyle, through ball for Rodber. It was just a half a yard behind it. The Sage collected. Wilson. Was the target there, and Mason Platt stretching to try and find Narwhal's ball, but couldn't do so. Ahmed brought down from behind by Callum Swain. Referee says nothing doing. Well, like it could have been a free kick to Newport Pagnell there, but as he hits the ground, Ahmed plays it out, level with the United penalty area for the red and green's throw. And Newport's still pleading their case, and they've got to be careful here. And United, unfortunately, have an injury concern. Joe Blowers down in the centre circle. There were questions about whether he would be able to play tonight. He missed Monday's game. The referee getting a fair bit of stick from the Newport Pagnell coaching staff, saying that Swain was nowhere near the ball. In fairness, they're absolutely right. So the key was what's going on around the grounds. They've just kicked off in the Champions League between Bayern Munich and Man City, and Inter Milan and Benfica. The game between Blackburn and Coventry is the only one in the Championship yet to see a goal. Well, the 7:45 kickoffs anyway. As the Millers for a whole game, and Reading versus Luton have just kicked off. QPR leading Norwich at Loftus Road. Swansea 1-0 up at home to Preston, and Cardiff 1-0 down at Watford. Sky Blues can get over the line in the race for the playoffs. We can see United sending Jared Bradshaw and Joseph Agambiade for warm-ups. Agambiade back in the side after just a couple of games over the Easter break. A lad who has university to think of. Blows is back on his feet, so he will be able to continue. Get underway again. As Blowers makes his way off the field with a Coventry United throw. With the referee's controversial decision not to give a free kick to Newport Pagnell. Senwagiri. Devore back to Senwagiri. Newport urged to make sure United don't get an easy route out of this danger zone. It's thumped upfield by Chesterton. Wilson trying to get his head in it, and does. Beats Morgan to the punch. Ahmed. Down for Shakuna. Forward, back to Nathan Shakuna. Darts away from Platts. Returns to Ben Ford. Hall wants it. Watkinson waiting on the edge of the area. Ahmed 2. And it's played back with Sage by Pagnell. Halfway through the first half here on CUTV, still scoreless. Coventry United 1. Joe Blowers to be allowed back on the field, and he will be now, as Wilson couldn't find a route past Chesterton and goes over the white line in front of Carl Nolan's technical area. Throw to Chesterton, flick on by Platts. Takes it too close to Wilson after some intervention from Shepherd. And the final touch has come off Watkinson there, hasn't it? In fact, no, the referee's overturned it. It looked like Watkinson tried to roll it on down the right, went over the line for the throw, but the referee's saying that a United man got the final touch. Throw off the head of Narwell in the penalty area. Can Coventry United clear? Blowers only as far as Ben Ford. Good burst touch by Wilson, but he couldn't get to it. Curled into touch for a corner by Adam Miles. No nonsense defending from Smiler, who is still in with a chance of finishing the season as Coventry United's top goal scorer. He's got 8. Agambiade, who's on the bench, has 10. Corner launched in, and a header at the far post by Luke Pennell. It's not going to cause any sleepless nights for Coventry United. Drilled down the right from Duggan. Sen McGeary's got space to utilise. Platts on the right, Rodber on the left. Sen McGeary trying to cut in. Handball claims against Ben Shepherd. Deflected back to his goalkeeper Conway. Referee is not given a free kick. Newport Pagnell play on. Sen McGeary to Devoyle. Safe as houses between the 6. Declan Duggan receives it. Well, we're quick to remind another United substitute, Mitch Mollison, that he's yet to score for Coventry United this season. Nearly 30 appearances, no goals. So the gauntlet's been thrown down tonight. We've been told that if United get a penalty, Mitch is having it. Although we haven't been blessed with many spot kicks this season. Free kick for Coventry United, Rodber being pushed and pulled from behind by Ben Shepherd. And no, we're not talking about the Breakfast TV presenter, we're talking about the Newport Pagnell midfielder. Ollie Devoyle wearing that captain's armband. And on a position that he wants very dear to his heart. Always looks to lead by example, and he will try and do so here. By setting up the opening goal, floated in towards Adam Miles, nodded across by Sage to Lewis Wilson. Clearance charged down by Rodber and kept in by Swain. Handball claims against Swain, who was sent off against Newport earlier in the season, but the cross flicked back to his goalkeeper by Adam Pryke. And it looks like there's going to be a Coventry United change. Jared Bradshaw going for a warm-up. Whether Joe Blowers can continue seems in question. He's not moving particularly freely. Maybe just the fact that Bradshaw's too hot warming up, may have just been taking off his tracksuit. Hall. Ahmed was the target on the fringe of the area, but Coventry United again doing well to keep the Swans out. Platts having his arm held by Pennell and then tripped by Pennell. That's definitely a free kick for Coventry United. And if you are enjoying tonight's coverage, hit the like button. Subscribe to Coventry United TV on YouTube for more exclusive content from the Red and Greens, including the only place you can find highlights of tonight's match. They'll be uploaded tomorrow night. Devoyle down the centre onto the edge of the penalty area. Morgan up for it. Wilson's header onto the head of Joe Blowers. Wilson gets there first and launches it into safety. Swain to Miles. Shepherd trying to keep Newport Pagnell in the attack. Stabbing by Narwell, dispossesses Ahmed. Out comes Conway. He has to get there ahead of Platts and Rodber, and he does so on both occasions. Outside his penalty area. Had to be confident, had to be calm, and he was. Bradshaw having a word with Craig Jones, the United coach on the far side, as well as this member of the Coventry United coaching staff, Ash. Ferguson has been brought in as analyst. Throwing Newport Pagnell, it's an awkward touch by Ahmed. Taking close to Blowers. Switch the play to Wilson. Loses that one-on-one duel with Morgan. Flipped up by Narwell. And volleyed on by Harry Chesterton. Shakuna looks for Wilson. Kept in with the back heel of Wilson. Shakuna keeps it alive for the visitors. Shepherd, a congested midfield, but separation created for Wilson. Launched in by Wilson, good header by Adam Miles. Chesterton will look to clear. Narwell, Platt takes a look behind him, took the wrong option there. He could have flicked it onto Devoyle, tried to go on and runs into Pryke, but again Newport can do nothing with the ball. Sam McGeary back on it, right back for United, floats it up for Riley Devoyle. Blowers wants it in the centre circle. Devoyle looking for Platt, batting in position with Pryke. Pryke's header brings Newport back into play. Shepherd now with Pagnell in defence. Ford is playing a right wing back in the first half here at the Butts Park Arena. Here's a 1-2 with Ahmed. Watkinson rolled into the centre circle, no one home but Morgan for the red and greens. Platt looks for the through ball to Sam Rodber, but it rolls in front of the former Sky Blues man and collected by Conway. Pagnell looking to send Albie Hall on his way. Launching it out from behind him was Adam Miles for a throw-in level with the Coventry penalty area. Down to Shepherd. Chances have been few and far between in this first half. Ahmed. And towards Watkinson, brilliant save with the legs of Declan Duggan. He was the inspired form on Monday, got both Man of the Match awards, and he doesn't look any easier to beat tonight. You would have expected Watkinson to have the goal on a silver platter from there, but Duggan denying him. No, well, and now it's Newport with their backs to the wall. Sam McGeary was looking for Mason Platt, but across him was Sage. And as far as Joe Blowers, Devoyle, Platt, can he turn his man? He's forced away from the box. Narwell and Devoyle finds Platts again. There's space on the left for Morgan, but Morgan's offside. End of a promising move for Coventry United. Charlie Morgan does look a real talent. Youngest player in Coventry United history, at the age of just 17 years and 6 months. His debut at Desborough a couple of weeks ago. Conway. Keeps headed on for Watkinson. Well, not going to take no for an answer here. Shepherd was ahead of Wilson. Changed down by Rodber, who got the final touch. Coventry United man did. In fact, no, it's been overturned again. That's the second time the referee has overturned the throw. And United are going to make a change. And we are actually a stadium announcer tonight, so do excuse us if we go on mute for a second to announce the change. I assume it's going to be Joe Blowers leaving the field and Jared Bradshaw coming on. Thrown to the chest of Morgan. High along the left flank by Chesterton. Rodber's up for it, falls to the ground, and Pryke gets the ball. Hall turns his man. We're going to poke it through for Watkinson, couldn't get enough on it. And now it's United on the counter. Devoyle dinks it right. Sam McGeary's got the pace and he's got the space. It's closed off though by Ford. Blowers making the run. Here is Joe Blowers. We're going to take on Sage, but Sage standing firm and taking the ball away from the former Southend youngster. Shakuna plays a 1-2 with Albie Hall. Hall gets it back. Shakuna again, the central midfielder. Here's Shepherd. Pagnell to Ford. Probing ball for Watkinson, the number 9. Launches it into the area, and Callum Swain knew that Hall was behind him. He had to do something, and it's off his bonce out for a corner. It's been a controlled performance for Coventry United so far against an opposition who are set to march to the arch for the second time in 12 months in May. The team have hit the height of 3rd place in the league. That could have been a real opportunity with Wilson at the far post. It was for a crucial header, diverting it out for another corner on the far side. I think it might have been Miles. You guys had now Chesterton in there too. It's difficult to tell. It's a very crowded penalty area. The stand lights have just come on in the XL Motors stand. It's a good job that sun's ducked behind the railway, and it was very difficult to see the far end of the pitch with that glaring sun. Swain over in the penalty area, nodded wide by Jake Watkinson. He's getting the chances, but he's not getting the results. Bradshaw still awaiting his introduction. Lower seems moving a little bit better, but here comes the change. Substitution for Coventry United. Please show your appreciation for number 10, Joe Blowers. His replacement, number 13, Jared Bradshaw. Well, it was just too much for Joe Blowers. Tried to rush back for the last game. You got a solid half hour out of him. Closer to 35 minutes actually. But Blowers' body crying enough. And it has been a great season for Blowers. He came to Coventry United at the start of last season as a plucky kid from Essex. Not expected to race into a first team position straight away, but quickly made an impact. And was a first choice midfielder toward the end of the campaign, and of course everything happened that did with the ownership of the club. But Blowers, once the dust settled, decided to come back and fight for Coventry United again, and he has done so beautifully. Shame to see a season end like this. Morgan dropping a little bit deeper now with Bradshaw on the field. Here is Jared Bradshaw. Chesterton, another standout player this season. Platts touched on to Bradshaw to get a little too close to Shakuna, but has maintained possession. Chesterton. Platts is there, Chesterton lofts it in. Sam Rodber brings it down. Rodber to shoot, and a great goal for Coventry United. Sam Rodber continues his brilliant form. The former Sky Blues youngster is really making an impact at the Butts Park Arena. And with just 10 minutes until the break, a well-drilled finish from Sam Rodber gives Carl Nolan's side the lead. Coventry United 1, Newport Pagnell Town 0.
Come on, United!
Goal for Coventry United, scored by number 11, Sam Rodber! And Coventry United in front against Newport Pagnell Town. Can't wait for you to see that one back. Beautiful ball into the penalty area. Rodber could have let it go for Devoyle. Devoyle could have tried to take it over, but no. They both had faith in Rodber's ability. Sock his laces through it, past Conway. And Coventry United are in front. Can they stay that way though as we enter the closing stages of the first half? Watkinson. Left touch back to Ahmed. Now Newport have got to show what they're made of. Crossfield ball for Wilson. Shepherd back to Lewis Wilson, but takes it too close to Charlie Morgan, who thumps it clear.
Go United!
No ambition there to start at United. We was trying to keep Coventry United away from having to go to battle stations in defence. Right, well, sliding into block the attempted ball down the left by Pagnell. You can show these young lads want to end the season strong. Back heel by Rodber had the interception. Looking for Jared Bradshaw, slightly under hit. Interception by Shakuna. And again, an awkward touch for Wilson. This time, he does hold Chesterton at bay. Shepherd. Ahmed put on a silver platter for Adam Miles, but couldn't find Bradshaw. Mo Ahmed, there's acres of space for Ford. Can Newport get straight back into it? Well, they might have done if it wasn't for Adam Miles turning the cross away in acrobatic style. Now Rodber. And Price, no question, dragging down Mason Platts with no intent to go for the ball. Platts was going to beat him for pace. Price couldn't allow it. Taking one for the team there, Adam Price. I'm surprised he's not heading in the book. And there's been a goal at Ewood Park. Blackburn lead by 1-0. Sam Gallagher with the goal. Bad news for Sky Blues fans. Miles for Senwagiri down the right. It's a tall task, but Senwagiri is not going to give up. He wasn't that far away from it, you know, only about 3 yards behind. That's when it's the final 5 minutes of the first half of the Butts Park Arena, a first half that United would be very happy with, even if they go in a half-time level. It's night and day compared to what we saw against G&G Obi Town, albeit with a much different team, but with the same methods. Looking forward about coming for it, decided to stand his ground, waiting for Ahmed to come to him and dispossess the number 19. Will of Steel. Bradshaw. And Senwagiri sizing up his options, plays it into the middle with Narwhal. Some promising performances for him since his move from Oadby. Chesterton in, Platts is there, tried to bring it down, but out-muscled by Pagnell. Ford along the left touchline. Watkinson back to Ben Ford. And now Albie Hall looking to take on the back line all by himself. Pass 1, pass 2, into the path of Morgan. Charlie Morgan is really making an impression tonight. Eager to please, hungry to succeed. He could well be a star of the future. He's a player that Cole Nolan is very looking forward to seeing what he can do next season. It's back in Newport's half of the field after that clearance.
Well done.
Rodber getting between the ball and Shakuna. Now it's Bradshaw driving on. Rodber, the goal scorer, on the right flank. Can he cross or will he play it in for Devoyle? He gets the cross in. Wilson's header, but United should get there first on the left flank. Chesterton, Bradshaw in support, taking on Wilson. Bradshaw making the overlap. Draws eyes away from Chesterton. Chesterton tries the cross, cannons off the hip of Shepherd. Wilson has to keep it in. It wasn't going to go out on its own. Ahmed to Wilson. And Wilson can only skew it out on that far side for a United throw. 1-0 won't do for Cole Nolan's side. Even Chesterton find. Bradshaw the target, cut out by Shepherd. But Shepherd's got to find a route out, and he hasn't. He's lost it to Charlie Morgan. Narwhal, and Senwagiri was waiting for it to fall to his feet, and it's cost him. Ford racing down the left. Miles trying to atone for Senwagiri's error, and the pressure from Miles racing towards Ford at full steam ahead has forced Ford to launch it over the woodwork. Ben Ford simply panicked as he saw the freight train that is Adam Miles racing towards him. Remember, we're going off air here on CUTV for around 10 minutes at half time, so get yourself a glass of something cold or a mug of something hot. Get back here for 9:15 for the exciting conclusion of this match. Duggan launched out for a throw. which Lewis is trying to take out of position. Throws to Ahmed. Back to Mo Ahmed from Lewis. Shakuna, and again Ford has space, but it's closed down by Riley DeVoyle. Ford trying to trick his way through. Hall. Ahmed wants it. The flag is raised against Mo Ahmed. And Coventry United have the free kick on the right side of their own box. I'd say another 2 minutes of normal time, plus probably another 2 minutes of stoppages. Duggan. Up with the target on the edge of the area, but hooked away by Pagnell. Header into the centre circle for Watkinson from Hall, urged to hold it. Help arrives with Shepherd, but he's got nowhere to go. Has to play it behind to Ford. Hall, back to Ben Ford. Ahmed runs into Morgan, and Morgan emphatically wins that duel. Rodber looking for Mason Platt. Looked to me as if he was onside, but referee saying that he'd edged past Pryke. Shakuna. Conway. James Sage. Seconds ticking away in the first half, nearly into added minutes. Ben Shepherd. Looking for Hall, cut out. The tackle takes it to Shakuna. Ford, can Newport Pagnell equalise before the break? Watkinson would have had a chance if he'd brought the ball to feet with a heavy touch. Again caused by the lurking presence of Miles. Morgan to Rodber, it's behind Bradshaw, but it's perfect for Chesterton. About to take it over the halfway line. Here is Jared Bradshaw. Back into United turf. Swain thumps it up. We all know what Callum Swain did in the away game at Newport Pagnell Town. Almost cut a Newport player in two. Got a deserved red card, I think we can say, but the last couple of games he's made himself at home at centre-back with Ed Hagani out due to work commitments. And it's been an impressive outing, as it has for the majority of the Coventry United players tonight. Son McGeary with a trip on Mo Ahmed and a last-ditch free kick for the Swans. Ladies and gentlemen, your 50-50 winning number 16975. 16975, winning £25. From receiving at the top of the plot 4 to claim your prize. Curled in by Shepherd. An emphatic clearance by Adam Miles, volleying it into safety for a corner. Last chance saloon for the Swans before the break. Another delivery by Shepherd. Price at the far post. Has it crossed the line? It has now. Newport Pagnell Town are level before the break. Pryke nodding it towards the net. I think it might have been Wilson who sabbed it over. But either way, it is Newport Pagnell squaring it up at the Butts Park Arena. We've got an intriguing second half coming on CUTV. It's Coventry United 1, Newport Pagnell Town 1. Goal for Newport Pagnell Town, score number 14, Lewis Wilson. And that's the final action of the first half. A first half which, until the very last second, went perfectly for Coventry United. But Carl Nolan audibly unhappy. Half-time score, Coventry United 1, GNG Oadby Town 1. Impressive performance before the break. Can Coventry United keep it going? with an early throw on that far side. It's the sky turns a beautiful red beyond the railway. Red sky at night, Shepherd's delight. That wasn't a delightful throw from Asad Senwagiri, foul throw. It will be overturned. To the centre of the park, he gets another cross by Callum Swain. Bradshaw returns to the goalkeeper, Declan Duggan. He's really cemented his spot in the Coventry United side. United using an array of goalkeepers this season, but Duggan is the one that's stuck. Also, I've got to say a massive thank you to Chris Roscoe, who fought with vigour in the first half of the season. Morgan wasn't going to get to that ball and keep it in, but he has raced to the line to just tap it over for a throw rather than a corner for the ball down the left-hand side. The temperature starting to drop, but the heat rising in this game. Throw by Pright to Shepherd. He's focusing on Morgan, has given away chiefly to Bradshaw. Narwhal looking to play it across to Ronnie Devoyle. It's under hit and intercepted by Mo Ahmed. And the through ball now for Watkinson is caught the United backline unawares. Watkinson through to complete the turnaround. Drills it into the bottom corner. Watkinson with a delightful finish. From defence to attack in a millisecond. Newport Pagnell showing their prowess up front. He's been hinting at it all evening, but Watkinson has got his goal, and Newport Pagnell Town lead by 2-1. Goal Newport Pagnell Town, scored by number 9, Jay Watkinson. So not the ideal start to the second half of Coventry United. The Newport Pagnell manager in the bell even got to the dugout. And United want to make a change. United have been told they're going to have to wait. See who that is they're going to bring on. It's the number 15 on the back. That would be Mitch Mollison. I'd assume it's going to be Ash Narwhal to be replaced, playing a similar role. The change is going to take place now. Substitution for Coventry United leaving the field. Number 8, Ash Narwhal. His replacement, number 15, Mitch Mollison! Like-for-like change in midfield. Coventry's second of the afternoon. Both have come in midfield, with Blowers forced off due to injury and Narwhal taking off just a couple of minutes into the second half here on CUTV. It is now Coventry United behind, and Duggan's got to come out and try and beat Watkinson to the ball, and Ahmed too, and he has got there. Quick finger from the keeper, limiting the damage. Mollison with the interception from midfield. So the through ball down the right for Sam Rodber, but cut out by Luke Pennell. Newport looking invigorated after the half-time break, and Duggan was nearly beaten again. Well, he was beaten in fact, but it was smacked up the woodwork by Albie Hall. An almost impossible angle for Hall. Got the ball past Duggan, who sprawled out as much as he could. And it was only a lick of paint that kept Hall out. Throw from Pryke, nodded down by Ahmed. Pryke again, can Newport double their money here? No, it's turned away by Chesterton. Sage turns Platts. Got a free kick given against Coventry United. Platts jostling a little too much with the Swans captain. It's played quickly to Mo Ahmed. Cross charged down by Chesterton over a kick from the Solihull Moors youngster. Out as far as Shikuna. Chips it right, Shepherd. Knew he was offside, tried to backtrack, but he was already interfering with play, and the referee has raised the flag on this near side. Free kick, Coventry United in their own backyard. Cross-field ball from Duggan. Sam McGeary to Mollison. Lobs it up for Rodber. Chest control by Sam Rodber. Mollison does well to find Sam McGeary. Assad Sam McGeary punts it in. It bounces into the hands of Conway. It was between Platts and Morgan. Just needed a little bit more direction. And that ball from Hall definitely didn't have direction. Now United push on again. It could be one direction to the net. Riley DeVoyle curls it high and wide. Joseph Akinbiade has been going on a warm-up. We could see him introduced soon. Akinbiade and Miles still fighting it out over the top scorer's position. 10 goals for Akinbiade, 8 for Smiler. Akinbiade has played more games than Akinbiade this season. Akinbiade was brought to the club as a winger at the end of last year. Impressed enough to earn a deal for this year, and hasn't looked back since. Neither has this man, Chesterton. He won't look back on this move. Chesterton squares it. Mollison can hit it. Is that handball? No, the eyes are by the side. Well, actually behind him. Luke Pagnell. Now Ahmed looking to play into United's half of the field, and he's tucked it off the standing leg of Bradshaw for a Newport Pagnell throw. Throws to Shepherd from Pryke. Lob to the left by Shikuna. Ford looking for a route around Rodber. It's not going to be that easy. He has to go into the middle with Nathan Shikuna again. Shikuna lobs it over the back line. Duggan's come for it, decided to stick as he was halfway out. The flag was raised, he made the save from Watkinson anyway, and now United on the counter. Newport Pagnell pushed too many men forward, and Bradshaw racing down the left hand side. He's got Morgan next to him, places behind Charlie Morgan, and brought to feet by Sage. Shikuna calms things down for the Swans in midfield. Here's Albie Hall. Ford. United haven't looked as headstrong after the break. Sonny Mazaffa's forgot something from the changing room. He's raced over to get it. We could be seeing his introduction soon. Luke Pagnell. Sends Watkinson down the left, and he's found him. Covered up by Sam McGeary. Watkinson, and out-muscled by Sam McGeary. It was almost akin to a wrestling match, and of course the referee had to blow for the free kick. Well, I can tell you Akinbiade is stripping off and getting ready. I believe Mazaffa is too. So that would leave just the one Coventry United substitute left, that being Rory O'Boyle. If those changes are made, we've seen Carl Dunn change his mind a number of times over subs this season. Taken short to Ahmed. Sam McGeary tries to block his path, and a neat slide in by Sam McGeary, taking the ball cleanly out for a corner. Subs. We're to wait for now. Second half has been all Newport Pagnell. That goal kick is all Coventry United. Ball control of the near post by Ahmed. couple of goals saved out from the Championship. Norwich have equalised at QPR. Preston have got one back against Swansea. They're 3-1 down. But of course, as we told you earlier, the Sky Blues losing at Blackburn in a crucial match for the playoffs. They've got a throw on the far side of the field. They've run down the right curtailed at the expense of a throw. United, are they going to make their changes here? And they're ready to. The referee wants to play on. It's Miles getting it back from Platts. Little too lackadaisical and trying to get on the end of that ball, waiting for it to come to him, and it's cushioned back to Conway. Drilled clearance to the feet of Mollison, and United can try again. Here is Mitch Mollison. Scoops it into the penalty area, but no one home. That'll be a goal kick. And the United change to forthcoming. Substitution for Coventry United, leaving the field, number 9, Mason Platts. His replacement, number 17, Joseph Agambiade. So Agambiade coming on for Mason Platts, and we believe to be a direct swap down the centre of the attack. Swain has to clear from his own backyard there, hooks down that far side. Newport tentatively trying to find their way into the area again from the left. Swain clears his lines with Watkinson hoping to take advantage on the edge of the area again. As far as Sage at centre-back floated over. The offside flag is raised against Ahmed. And Ahmed trying to take the ball with him here. Heads it away out of his hands from Declan Duggan. But the free kick is taken now. Short by Duggan to the Voyle. Chesterton, Agambiade halting his run, waiting for the right ball, but it's slipped down the left-hand side for Jared Bradshaw. Covered off by Lewis. Down line from Chesterton. Oh, an awkward clearance by Sage. Tried to clear, but I think it cannoned off Morgan. Morgan trying it and blocked by Sage again. Morgan, a real star of the future, making his presence known tonight. Bradshaw told he's got time as he picks up loose possession on this near side. Floats it to the right. Pagnell gets his bonce on it away from Rodber. Newport Pagnell lead by 2 goals to 1 as we approach the hour mark. And this is the final match of the United Counties League season for Coventry United. It's Adam Miles plays it back to Duggan. Brought down by the chest of Shepherd in midfield. Ben Shepherd trying to take it past Sam McGeary. He's got the throw out of it, but could take it no further than the fringes of the box. Newport Pagnell also sending men to warm up. We're going to see their opening substitutions coming soon. Albie Hall. Shakuna. Chance to whip it in from Ford. Watkinson's in there. Crucial header away by Swain. Devoe looking to send Bradshaw on his way, but the block made by Ahmed. A second collected by Shakuna. Halfway into United territory. Ahmed, the overlap being made by Ford. Ford to Watkinson there. His second of the afternoon. Picture perfect from Newport Pagnell Town. You've got to stand back and admire that. Fast and furious precision from Newport Pagnell. Watkinson with his second of the afternoon. United can have no complaints. His second half has belonged to the visitors. Newport Pagnell are in the lead by 3 goals to 1. Goal for Newport Pagnell Town, scored by number 9, Jake Watkinson. The promise of the first half seems to have been left behind for Coventry United. Disappointing second half so far. Ahmed caught offside, he retrieved that through ball down the left. United get going quickly with Sam McGeary. Ahmed closes him down. That's it, Sam McGeary dispossessed by Shepherd. Plays a 1-2 with Albie Hall. Ben Shepherd drills it and smothered at the near post. Duggan limiting the damage. Chesterton driving away from his own backyard. Bradshaw wanted defeat. Agambiade making the run too. Joseph Agambiade receives. He's got a sea of blue in front of him, but Agambiade still going. Agambiade sticks it into the side netting. Audacious run from Joseph Agambiade. Hungry to get a slice of that goal scoring action to extend the margin over Adam Miles in the top scorers charts. An hour gone at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 1, Newport Pagnell Town at 3. Conway's kick. Hall gets his head to it first. Shepherd, and there's acres of space for Watkinson, who's on a hat-trick. He's on the right-hand corner of the penalty area, and a tame header by Mo Ahmed. Resulted in nothing but a goal kick. It could have been a whole lot more. And the Newport Pagnell management team not happy that Shepherd was down injured. The referee allowed Coventry to get going again. After that Shepherd is back on his feet. Prike moving to a more central location in the second half. Mo Ahmed. Gibson. Finds Shakuna. Shepherd down the left. Can Ford find the blue shirt? Will he go alone? Ben Ford went for glory, didn't find it. Goal kick for Coventry United. They want a share of the spoils. They're trying to end the season in impressive fashion. We see Sami Muzaffar preparing. He is stripped off and ready to go. What we believe will be a straight swap out wide, most likely for Sam Rodber. Muzaffar really got the season going for Coventry United with an insatiable run, setting up the opening goal of the season at Milton Keynes Irish, forcing the save from the goalkeeper before Riley Kesey scored the first goal of the campaign. Kesey leaving just a month later, unsatisfied with his place in the team. Devoyle looking to ping a diagonal through ball to Sam Rodber, but too much yardage on it. Played short to Sage from the goalkeeper. Thumped upfield by Conway. Doug's been busy with two goalkeepers. It's cushioned now by Sam McGeary on that far side. Thrown to Watkinson. Ford, overlap being made by Shepherd, but it's to Albie Hall. Watkinson back to Hall. Nathan Shakuna dodging the challenges of Morgan. Shakuna again receives from Wilson. Looking for the right approach. Ahmed rolled to Shepherd. He didn't have the legs on it. Well, the final two United changes being made in a moment. Rory O'Boyle and Sami Muzaffar both ready. And Newport Pagnell also going to bring on their first alteration of the game. Shepherd. Watkinson wants it played through, but it took a nick off Miles that slowed it down. Miles finds Devoyle in the midfield. Miles and an aimless ball straight out for a goal kick. And here come the subs. Substitution for Newport Pagnell Town. Leading the field, number 14, Lewis Wilson, replaced by number 7, Kieran Barnes. Substitution for Coventry United, leaving the field, number 11, Sam Rodber. His replacement, number 12, Sammy Mazatha. Substitution for Coventry United, leaving the field, showing your appreciation for number 5, Adam Miles. His replacement, number 16, Rory O'Boyle. Busy period there for changes, so for Coventry United, O'Boyle and Mazatha on, and heading off Adam Miles and Sam Rodber, while for Newport Pagnell Town, it's Lewis Wilson leaving the field, and he's replaced by Kieran Barnes. We didn't expect Miles to start the game at all, but as soon as we saw his name on the team sheet, we knew he wouldn't be completing the game. This is 4th match in 4 days. 2 for Coventry United, 2 for his Sunday League side. I mean, Smiler is an absolute tank, but you've got to draw the limit somewhere. Watkins play on the edge of the penalty area for Newport Pagnell, but the final ball to Watkinson was overhit and out for a goal kick. Heading up to the halfway point of the final half of the season. Duggan. Rio Boyle. It's to Harry Chesterton. Space to utilise. He hasn't got it for long, but finds Bradshaw with the angle tight. Run into touch by Ford, who will swap wings. Agambiade flicks it up. Can't bring it down. Shakuna can. It's with Ahmed. Trying to push on Agambiade. Agambiade's got there. Mazatha's making the run. Sammy Mazatha, can he end the season as he started it with an assist? Squares it for Agambiade. Into the path of Pryke. Agambiade goes down. Referee says it was a fair challenge. I tend to agree with him. And out of the other end, it's Ahmed. Chance to cross for Newport Pagnell Town, and it's Chesterton charging down the attempted clearance from the Newport Pagnell Town substitute, wearing number 12. Wherever Watkinson head back where it came from by Chesterton. I believe Lucas Bailey has been brought on. So 2 substitutions for Newport Pagnell. The second one wasn't announced. Lucas Bailey has definitely come on for Wilson. It looks like Shepherd has come off. Indeed he has. Ben Shepherd has been replaced. I didn't see that substitution on the board. Hall underhit, and Senwagiri collects that ball towards the left flank, up towards Joseph Agambiade. Sage beats him to it, rolls it to Conway. Nearly put his team in trouble there with Devoyle closing in on Luke Pennell. Dinks it up for Barnes, and Newport Pagnell's going to maintain control of this game, which they have brought back from Coventry United after the break. Launched in for Watkinson. Watkinson's header just wide. Had Duggan worried. Confirmation of the second substitution for Newport Pagnell. Number 8, Ben Shepherd, replaced by number 12, Lucas Bailey. Trying to get to the through ball before Pro, but Pride gets there ahead of him. Conway. Early leap by Hall allows Morgan. Trying to keep it alive with the red and greens, and he has done. Callum Swain. Sam McGeary. It's Rory O'Ball playing at centre-back tonight. Two full-backs playing at centre-back. O'Ball usually a left-back, Swain usually a right-back, while Swain's playing on the left of centre-back, and O'Boyle's playing on the right. Definitely a mix and match back line for Coventry United, but it is only to be expected. No Dawi Pablinski, no Jake Williams, no Ed El Hagani. Adam Miles, the only recognised centre-back tonight, and he couldn't play a full 90 for obvious reasons. Into the final 20 minutes of the season here on CUTV. Crossfield ball cut out by Morgan. Bradshaw, Agambiade wants it played through, but even Agambiade's not that quick. Play it back to the goalkeeper by Lucas Bailey. Flicked up and over for Bailey. Now Sage. Across the panel. Newport would be happy to just keep the ball at their feet and take the 3 points. They're already guaranteed to finish in third place. They won't go up this season unless something dramatic happens. Ahmed, oh, that's a fantastic ball for Mo Ahmed. Just couldn't get the touch right. It was basically put right on his boot, but couldn't take the spin off the ball. It was floated over the United back line. Duggan. Chesterton gets rolling for the red and greens. Mollison. Agambiade is with him. Mitch Mollison looking for a more direct route. Trying to play it through for Agambiade, and Agambiade is past the last defender, goes down under the challenge of Luke Pennell. Referee says no. There definitely was interference from the Newport man. United maybe slightly unlucky not to have a penalty there. Newport won't care a jot. They're in the lead by 3-1. That's a free kick, a version of the same sort of tackle on Albie Hall on this near side, about 10 yards into United territory. You can tell the yardage a lot clearer now that the American football lines have been drawn on the pitch. They haven't been there for the majority of the season. The American football campaign will take over from the football and the rugby, which rugby I think is only a couple of weeks as well. United's really the first major season to end. Patient play from Newport Pagnell. Not the game in hand. It's United's ambition to press them. It's their obligation to press them. They've got the interception through Bradshaw, forcing the error. Harry Chesterton, Woody square for Agambiade. They put it across the penalty area, but turned away by Sage, and Prike will clear his lines. Third substitution coming for Newport Pagnell Town. We'll wait to see who that will be coming on. Albie Hall, there's space on the left for Ahmed, but he can't get away from Morgan. And the ball is behind Ahmed at the far post. Still in play with Ford. Watkinson can only head it over. Hat-trick isn't forthcoming just yet. Newport Pagnell not ready to make the substitution just yet. Well, score updates from the Championship. Preston are now 3-2 behind Swansea. Could be an almighty comeback there. And Middlesbrough have taken the lead at home to Hull. Well, in the Champions League, it's still 0-0 between Bayern Munich and Man City. Inter Milan 1, Benfica 1, but Benfica losing 3-1 on aggregate. Watkinson, 4-1. Watkinson completes the hat-trick, another well-taken finish. Low drive past Duggan. It's been a complete second-half performance from the Swans. United season looked to be ending in competitive fashion after a brilliant first half display, but the second half hasn't lived up to expectations. And it's now 4-1 to Newport Pagnell. Substitution for Newport Pagnell Town, in midfield number 9, Jake Watkinson. Replacement number 17, Aaron Pike. And the goal scored by Newport Pagnell, completing his hat-trick, number 9, Jake Watkinson. Into the last 15 minutes. United do have work to do in the summer, we always knew that. But the second half has shown the quality of a side like Newport Pagnell, who are going to be favourites to be up there in, if not the champion spot, then certainly in the playoffs. That's where Coventry want to be next season. They want to be in and around the top 5. They want to be in and around that playoff scramble. It will take more money, it will take more effort, more players. And United are ready for the challenge. And they look to be ready for the challenge of Newport Pagnell in the first half. But again, since the second half, Newport Pagnell have come out fighting and are deservedly well in front. Drill ball through the United back line, but only as far as Harry Chesterton. Bradshaw. Hudson McGeary in the halfway line, plays it back into United turf with Callum Swain. Now Devoyle. Flick look towards Bradshaw and back where it came from. Albie Hall trying to catch Duggan off his line. An ambitious effort, David Beckham-esque. You can forget that goal in the opening day of the 1996 season. Albie Hall is no David Beckham. Devoyle. Charlie Morgan makes the overlap. Bradshaw sends Morgan on his way. Agambiade's with him. Morgan's delivery towards Mazaffa. Mazaffa has brought it to feet. Bradshaw's in there with him. Smacks it against the leg of Ben Ford, and a Coventry United corner will follow. Mazaffa rolls it to the edge of the area, it's behind Morgan. Finds Bradshaw. Mazaffa, Bradshaw wants it back, and Mazaffa will go for the cross. Strong header clear by Sage. Ahmed forced back into his own penalty area. Sage clears handball claims against Riley Devoyle, upheld by the referee. Short to Sage. Nelson snatches from the feet of Ford. The space on the left for Bradshaw. Bradshaw has to hold his run under pressure in the midfield, but finds Mollison again. Mollison pinballing through blue shirt and eventually falls to the ground under the pressure. The through ball to Mo Ahmed, shoved it back to the goalkeeper by Callum Swain, but the referee has said that it's a pass back, saying that Swain got a touch. Well, Pagnell wants to start quickly with United not ready, just tap it into an empty net. The referee's not going to allow that. Duggan furious, he feels that his teammate didn't get a touch. There weren't many appeals, except from that of Duggan. Newport Pagnell to add some real gloss to the scoreline with this indirect free kick. Shakuna and Barnes standing over it. It's going to be rolled on by Shakuna. It's Barnes doesn't make it through the wall. There's only a 3-man wall as well. It wasn't as if United put everyone in front of it. We're back in by Sage. Sent high to the sky by Chesterton. Nodded back into the area by Barnes. And Duggan comes down, cushions it away from Hall and grabs onto the seconds. Sam McGeary's ball down the right hand side. Cannons out. United throw. There's Mitch Mollison. Comes into the path of Shakuna, but Sembagiri is there, tripped in the aftermath, but has found Mollison. The referee now calls it back for the free kick. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 minutes to go. It's now time to name your Coventry United TV man of the match, or CUTV man of the match this evening is Coventry United's number 7, Charlie Morgan. So Charlie Morgan has been named the CUTV man of the match tonight. United trying to end the season with a little bit more of a flourish than we've seen in this second half. Forcing the clearance from Conway out on this near side for a Coventry United throw, level with the penalty area. Duggan asking how much longer is left. I believe about 8 minutes of normal time, plus no more than a minute of stoppages. Just is out of Ahmed again. Another throw. Agambiada tries to turn his man. Couldn't turn Shakuna, but he has got away from Ahmed. Runs into the tackle though of Adam Pryke, and the referee has given the free kick against Agambiada. Referee feeling that he went in a little bit too hard on Pryke. Sage receives it from Shakuna and Pike. Over the low ball through the United back line. Interception by Swain. DeVoyle suddenly on substitutes onto his backside. And Mitch Mollison sent onto his derriere as well, but in illegal circumstances on that occasion, not with the skill that DeVoyle showed. So free kick in the centre circle for Coventry United. Taking short, here's Swain. DeVoyle. But Morgan in the area, headed away by Pryke. Agambiade brings it down and looks to shoot. Joseph Agambiade! It's a good save. Down the line of sight of Martin Conway. Agambiade trying his luck, the keeper equal to it. We've now started the final 5 minutes of Coventry United season. A season of intrigue, a season of joy, of despair. A season that some didn't even think would even make it through. The hard work of everyone on and off the pitch has meant that Coventry United has risen again. Maybe not ready to challenge for titles yet, but those days will come. Hall takes it over the line for a goal kick, trying to avoid the challenge of Swain. Ball kicked away by Albie Hall, who's claiming he thought it was going to be a corner. I think the only one who believes that in this Butts Park Arena is Albie Hall. Swain. Mollison. Ambiade. Diving for position, trying to keep Coventry United's attack alive. It's found Mazatha, looking for a route in from the right. Semwagir United to pack the area in towards Bradshaw, turned away by Pryke. Sage, Morgan trying to snatch possession away, but he's held off the United onslaught Newport Pagnell. The slow play down at the back, but speed it up front. All dispossessed. Devoyle was looking for Morrison, who was letting the ball come to his feet. Didn't work out momentarily, but he has got it now. Slips it through for Agambiade. Bradshaw's there as well. Agambiade trying to set himself with a strike, trying to do a bit too much, and he's blocked off by the Newport Pagnell back line. Ahmed is beyond O'Boyle, drifts to the left, pulls it back for Bailey. It smacked up the woodwork. Did it cross? No, it didn't. Well, the bigger question than whether the ball crossed the line is how didn't Bailey stick it into the back of the net? Well, it won't matter in the grand scheme of things for Newport Pagnell anyway, but they can make it 5 here with Albie Hall. But Duggan keeps the scoreline respectable.
Unless you're going to pay the difference, you're welcome to put 6 if you want.
Bit of a delay here. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here, whether it's a change of match ball, I'm not sure. We will get this taken now. Want to sock in towards Pagnell. Force with Bailey. Scoots it over the woodwork. Goal kick. Monson urged to keep pushing, keep fighting. It's been a fighting season for Coventry United, fighting for survival, fighting to prove their worth. Not only to management and the Green Army, to the club, but to everyone in the United Counties League community. Everyone who was writing off United at the start of the season. Morgan. Charlie Morgan. Has it gone in? Oh! Well, the result may not be going Coventry United's way, but that is a dazzling way to say goodbye to the 22-23 season. Charlie Morgan channeling his inner Eric Cantona there. Looping it over Conway. It took an age to find the net, but it nestled beautifully into the goal. The first goal of many for Charlie Morgan. Goal for Coventry United, scored by number 7, Charlie Morgan. So it's now 4-2. A game of goals. It's what we've usually seen here at the Buttspark Arena. Only the 1-0 draw all season. In fact, it took until the end of January to find the first draw of the campaign, that being a 0-0 at Long Buckby. Long Buckby, one of 2 sides relegated this season, along with Roughwell Corinthians. We won't be visiting those grounds next season. But the side most likely to come down from step 4 we're hearing is Yaxley. And Ayleston Park could well be coming again to the United Counties League. There's always a few sides moved across rather than up and down as well, so new opposition to look forward to next year. Ahmed, kept at bay by Chesterton. Is it down line? Prike. Shakina. Space out wide for Ahmed. We're into added minutes now, the referee checking the watch. Pagnell. Launched over to Sage. Somewhere Gittery clears and thumped out by Sami Mazaffa. Shakina tying his laces at the moment. Newport Pagnell down to 10 men momentarily, but Shakina is back on his feet. Mollison. A ball across to Callum Swain. Respectable performance from him at centre back. Punts it left for Bradshaw. Awkward bounce, but Morgan will try and get to the seconds. Shepherded over the line for a Coventry United throw. United are not giving up. Trying to act as quickly as they can to try and force Newport's hand. Bradshaw. Neat skill past Ahmed. Back heel by Morgan. Deflects to Bradshaw. Jared Bradshaw ducking and diving through. Down the left hand side. Can he get the cross away? Morgan's with him. Chesterton down line. Forced back towards the centre. Mollison. Pirouettes clear. Deflected through for Bradshaw. Couldn't bring it down, but it's flicked away by Mollison. Charlie Morgan again! Oh, he looked for another second spectacular strike. Charlie Morgan inches away from a famous brace. Well, I think naming him CUTV man of the match has just been vindicated.
Babyface assassin.
Babyface assassin is being called. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer-esque. Referee checks the watch one more time. We've had 3 minutes of added time. Swain back to Duggan. Keeps it away from Ahmed. Another glance at the watch from the man in black. They're going to try to force the error, but it's launched away only as far as Swain. Chesterton. Referee with the whistle on his lips and blows for full time. It looks so promising for Coventry United at 1-1 at half time, but the Red and Greens couldn't quite keep up with Newport Pagnell Town after the break. But plenty to look forward to next season. That little flash of brilliance from Charlie Morgan certainly emphasising that point. New opponents, new players, new hope for the Red and Greens in the 2023-24 season. We look forward to seeing you then. Final score at the Butts Park Arena, Coventry United 2, Newport Pagnell Town 4.